Are you listening?
Blizzard. Where do I begin? I guess to properly cover this story, we need to go back a couple weeks to when professional Hearthstone player Blitz Chung received a year-long ban from developer Blizzard after he shouted, "Liberate Hong Kong, revolution of our age," during an interview after a match. The comment was in support to the protests in Hong Kong, which were sparked following proposals for extradition to mainland China. And Blizzard defended the banning as Blitzchung broke a rule stating that players must avoid any action that brings you into public disrepute, offends a portion or groups of the public, or otherwise damages the company's image. Now, this is a video game news show, so I'm not going to dive deeply into the reasoning behind these protests. But instead, I do want to focus on the fact that an American company, Blizzard, banned one of its players for speaking out against China. Blitzchung responded to the ban by saying, "Today, what I've lost in Hearthstone is 4 years of time. But if Hong Kong loses, it would be the matter of a lifetime." Okay, so following this statement and the ban from Blizzard, gamers from around the world responded in protest to Blizzard. Hashtag boycott Blizzard began to trend worldwide on Twitter. Blizzard employees left the workplace to go protest outside of the office. Overwatch was delayed for the Switch out of fear of backlash, and people even began to delete their World of Warcraft subscriptions. And I need you to understand exactly how crazy that is. And at this point, you might be wondering, how did Blizzard respond to these protests? Well, it took them 6 days. Yes, that's almost an entire week. 6 days to respond. J. Allen Brack, the president of Blizzard, wrote, "I want to take a few minutes to talk to all of you about the Hearthstone Grandmasters tournament this past weekend. On Monday, we made the decision to take action against a player named Blitzchung and 2 shoutcasters after the player shared his views on what's happening in Hong Kong on our official broadcast channel. At Blizzard, our vision is to bring the world together through epic entertainment. And we have core values that apply here. Think globally, lead responsibly, and importantly, every voice matters. Encouraging everybody to share their point of view. The actions that we took over the weekend are causing people to question if we are still committed to these values. Every voice matters. And we strongly encourage everyone in our community to share their viewpoints in the many places available to express themselves. However, the official broadcast needs to be about the tournament and to be a place where all are welcome. In support of that, we want to keep the official channels focused on the game. Our goal is to help players connect in areas of commonality, like their passion for our games, and create a sense of shared community. These specific views expressed by Blitzchung were not a factor in the decisions made. I want to be clear, our relationship in China had no influence on our decision." I totally get it. The fact that Blizzard earned $173 million in 3 months, nearly 12% of their 2018 entire revenue just from Asia alone, had no effect on this decision. Nor did the fact that you are 5% owned by one of the largest Chinese tech firms, Tencent. None of those facts had any effect on your actions. Instead, you were worried about upsetting other players. Blizzard continued by saying, "When we think about the suspension, 6 months for Blitzchung is more appropriate, after which time he can compete in the Hearthstone Pro circuit. Again, if he so chooses. There is a consequence for taking the conversation away from the purpose of the event and disrupting or derailing the broadcast." Which, if we're being 100% honest here, I do get where Blizzard is coming from here. You have to draw the line somewhere. Like, if a neo-Nazi came out and said, like, "Heil Blizzard," or something super Nazi-ish on a live stream and got banned, but Blitzchung didn't for speaking out politically. That's setting a very dangerous precedent. Like, Blizzard doesn't want to get involved in politics or deciding who is wrong or right. The company fully understands that there is free speech, but they have a zero tolerance for it in tournaments. And apparently, even in America. Because during an American Collegiate Hearthstone tournament this week, players held up a sign that said, "Free Hong Kong! Boycott Blizzard," in which Blizzard responded to the team of students with a 6-month ban from future competition. Now, this story will continue to develop, and we will definitely stay on top of it. In fact, BlizzCon is 2 weeks away, and I am extremely excited to see how Blizzard addresses all of these issues at the convention. Because one thing is for certain, Blizzard fans are ruthless human beings.
I just was wondering, is this an out-of-season April Fool's joke?
Hey, thanks again for checking out our channel. If you like what you saw and you want to see more content just like it, hit that subscribe and like button. And please, while you're at it, share the channel with your friends. Because if your 10 friends watch the show 10 times every day, that's 100 views. And then they tell 10 friends, and that's another 100 views. And we're going to be at the top of YouTube in no time.